What is up? Welcome into Comic Book Food Chain. I'm your boy Ant. As you can see, Mr. Gogol is not here today, so we got a Maj Podge cast all joining us to kick some ass. Of course, let's go around the table real quick. The beautiful Laura.
We're gonna say layer. Hi guys.
How you doing today, babies?
Oh, I'm good. Just got done with Comic Book Women. We showed our Tula Lotte cover that's coming out tomorrow, and it's awesome. So yeah, I'm happy.
We're about to show that bad boy again. Right on. Of course, the co-creator of Stray Dogs, which is killing the game big time. Fantastic story from Image Comics. Miss Trish Forstner is in the house. How you doing, Trish?
What's up? I'm doing all right. I'm doing
and the
all right.
pro collector, Yeezy.
What's going on? Just tired from editing all night, but got to do what you got to do.
I love it. All right, guys. Well,
I want to thank Trish for sitting in the creator seat tonight to keep our food chain going.
I will do my best.
Is that where Frank usually goes? That window?
Let's organize this. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
So we've got our creator in the house, Miss Forstner. We have that was too formal. Trish Money.
Trish Money.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, of course, we want to thank everybody for hanging out, watching. Let's give a couple shout outs. Who's in the chat tonight, Yeezy?
I see Jay Burns in the house. What's going on, Six Boys? Nigel Tunson, Andrew Lehman. How's it going? I'm sure more will be joining us.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys share out the stream. We got the co-creator of Stray Dogs here. We've got the whole Bird City family team, Pro Collector Yeezy. And today we are talking retailer exclusive variants. Trish has some experience in this. Of course, we have some experience in this. Little roundtable discussion. Pros, cons. Do we love it? Do we hate it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let us know in the comments, guys. But let's go in food chain order here. Trish.
Oh, before we start that,
yeah.
I just want to remind everyone that we also are still working towards our 900 goal of subscribers. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for all those notifications. And I will be giving away the Sam Wilson Captain America #1. And I still need to double check with Red Hood if he'll do the free pressing for this. But I put his business card in there, and then I will double check with him because I'm meeting up with him tomorrow.
Absolutely. There it is.
How far are you guys from 900?
We're at like 850.
Oh, you guys are almost there.
You guys are gonna get it.
Yep.
All right, guys, you heard it. Hit the bells. Send us anybody that you think would enjoy the show. We get a little perspective from across the food chain, hence the name. Names in the title there. But let's get on to the subject. Easy, click the button. Boom. We're talking retailer exclusive variants. Quick roundtable. Again, gave you the short and sweet. Let's kick it off with our creator.
Okay. Well, since Stray Dogs was my first book, I mean, I know that before that I was introduced to retailer incentive covers, like variants. So if a retailer ordered X number of books, they could get this book. And it was for everyone. Now with Stray Dogs, we have a number of retailer exclusive variants. And I didn't know that was really a thing until like just this book. So you guys did one. We a couple of other shops did them, and they were very popular. Yours was very popular.
Can I ask you a question about that, Trish? Like when you're doing a store exclusive, do you feel more pressure?
Yes. To a degree, you want it to be, it's special. To me as a creator, to be approached by a shop, they have that faith in me and my ability to create that I can make something that will sell them the books, that will sell the books for them, basically. Me being a relative unknown so far, I feel like it's a little bit more of a challenge. And actually, it's really good. I mean, I think, it makes me work harder.
We trusted you 100%. We didn't have any doubt. We had no doubt.
It was
but you're definitely getting your foot in the door, and that's
right.
I think that's what the most important thing is for someone that's in the creative field, because people can spend like an entire lifetime without even getting any notice at all until like it's too late almost. You know what I mean?
That's the absolute truth. Like, I'm 42 years old. Okay, sharing it out. Okay, I never thought at 42 years old this would be where I am. Never. I thought I would have been this a long time ago and been an old person in this game. I thought I would have been here by now. And now just getting here, I'm like,
but
I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Could you say though?
I got my chair. I'm holding on to my seat. Ain't nobody gonna move me.
Right.
I love it.
I'm here.
But would you say you're the Oprah of comics then?
Oh yeah. I'm like, you get a cover. You get a cover. You get a cover. Everybody gets a cover. Check under your seats.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So if you guys are just joining us, our viewership is definitely starting to climb up. If you haven't noticed, I got it right this time. No, I didn't. Still screwed it up. Stray Dogs creator Trish Forstner is in the house. We're talking exclusive variants. I can tell you this, guys. I've had a couple phone conversations with Trish, and something that I look for in, because I do store exclusives myself, is somebody that takes pride in the work. Now, disclaimer. I'm not talking about anybody specific, so don't go through my artist list and go, oh, that's why. Sometimes you do get these artists, and this is where the exclusive game gets a little crazy. If they don't love the concept, if they don't love the project, you don't get quality work sometimes, and that makes it a hard sell. And as we get to Laura will give you her speech. This woman has taken the exclusive game market and almost turned it into a science. She's figuring it out. I've learned a lot from her. She basically learned the business from me, and she's learning in areas that I haven't even looked at, and she's getting better and better all the time. I'll let her get to her speech because she's got some good info for you guys.
You know, I do feel that, though. I feel your comment, though. Like, if the artist isn't in love with whatever the topic is,
right,
then they may not understand what it is that you're looking for. I get that.
Oh, absolutely. So with dealing with Trish and talking with her, I can tell you right now, if you're a store owner or somebody that gets around to this and they're watching the video and they're like, oh, that looks cool, this woman will deliver a quality piece of work or she will not give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. I will tell you that. I've learned that dealing with Trish. But I'm going to come back around to me because I've got a lot of experience in this. Let's go to Yeezy. Yeezy, give us a general consensus on exclusive from the collector aspect.
You know, I deal with a lot of the speculation side of things too. So, like, you know, it's kind of a mixed world for me where it's like, you know, I am a collector. I also do sell books on the side to fund my collection. You know, I will never tell anyone to buy a store exclusive to speculate on because of the buy-in. And then, like, you know, if someone like buys in like way too many books, like it can get expensive. But if you truly love the art, I think that's what it really is all about. It's an art appreciation of that artist, of whatever they're working on. And, you know, store exclusives, they've been killing it, like with the art. I mean, it blows my mind sometimes where it's like, okay, I see a 1 in 100 incentive and you put it next to a store exclusive. And if you don't know which one's which, you would think probably the store exclusive is the 1 in 100 versus like whatever the publisher just put out. And, you know, for the cost that you're paying for that 1 in 100 versus that, like, you know, if I just want it, I'm going to buy the store exclusive. So, I mean, so to me, it's just like appreciation of the art. And so, you know, what my, I guess, kind of motto is like, collect what you want or what you like and then are going to enjoy.
That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Collect what I like. Collect what you like.
Exactly.
There are certain covers by, like Andy Price for the My Little Pony series that he did that I would just, you know, push someone into traffic to get. And they were all just regular covers, except for the artist edition ones. But man,
look at this comment, you guys. So Jonathan Purcell is saying that he loves exclusive variants. The art is almost more than the stories. I think that's an interesting point there because when I first started getting into this, the covers is what I was collecting. I wasn't collecting the stories. I was collecting the covers. And he has a point, a lot of appreciation for a few artists in general and finding all those new artists that are blowing me away. So if he would take the artwork over a book that might be worth more money, I agree with that completely. And finding these covers that are just so beautiful. There are so many talented artists out there. It's incredible. But finding these covers that you want to collect and it becomes part of the hobby and it's fun to track them down. Haywood, what's up?
Haywood's my dog. He's in here. Trish is a genius. What's up, Aunt? Haywood's a great supporter of the channel and everybody, and he appreciates good quality work as well.
Yeah. Let's see here. What was the other thing I was going to talk to Trish about? When we were working with her, it's nice to work with an artist that is willing to be like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying here. I can change this. How about I move this? And they work with you as a team. That's such a valuable thing when you have an artist. There have been a couple. Somebody asked in the chat, if we're not happy with where the concept's going, do we have the option to cancel? Yes. We try to avoid doing that because who wants to put somebody to work and then end up not using their work? But it has happened quite a few times. We've had an artist, I'm not giving names, but we've had an artist in the past that didn't like the concept. And so you could tell they kind of half-assed it. And we were like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. We paid them for their time and moved on.
Well, it's like when an artist takes commissions, it's the same thing. It's the same concept. So the artist is doing it as a commission piece. So the retailer is the one commissioning the piece. But if I don't have a connection to what it is I'm drawing, I'm not going to understand what your connection is to it. So I do ask a lot of questions when I'm taking those ideas to heart. So if like when we went back and forth on another exclusive that we can't talk about yet, but
all right. Do you hear your pug in the background, Trish? She will not stop barking. It's going to be your pug.
Oh,
soon, too. I'm gonna put her in the mail.
Trish's pug. Whenever she's not behaving, it's
she's this
Trish's
close
pug.
to be put in a medium shipper. She keeps barking at nothing.
Oh,
Sending her to Trish.
Penny's just saying how much she loved the last issue.
Just singing your praises.
She loved her picture on the back of your exclusive.
I love
Something
it.
we did as fun.
That was awesome.
But yeah, that was another thing. Like we added that as a gift for retailers that did it. So but yeah, like if I want to find out why you're connected this way. So when we were going back and forth, it's like you wanted something, and I'm like, well, that's probably not going to work that way. Maybe we should do it this way.
Yeah.
We went back and forth, and then you took a vote. And ultimately, it's the retailer's decision what the direction is, and I will do my best to meet that, and just like any other artist would. I have no doubt that every artist goes into it with the full intention of giving you what you want, giving a retailer what they want, in a general sense. And, sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's all great stuff. What were you gonna say? Yi?
Yeah, I never really thought about it that way. I've gotten quite a few commissions from different artists over my time of collecting and going to conventions, and that kind of makes sense to me. But I guess I'm kind of the customer that will approach an artist and then like just name a character and then kind of let them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my approach to because I like to see what they can come up with, and I'm going to be thrilled no matter what they throw at me.
There you go.
That's awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
They probably love that too.
Oh,
I bet
I
Trish
bet.
loves it when people are like, just do you, boo.
Yeah. Like, use every color in the rainbow twice. I don't care. It's fine.
Oh, our War Corns cover you did? You used every color I could possibly think of, plus some. It was so good. It was so good.
So I have to add some stuff in here. I got to get my business 2 cents in.
Okay.
Because I'm hearing the rainbows and the butterflies. Oh, you do you, boo boo. And let me tell you guys, there is real money being exchanged when you buy these exclusives.
Well, yeah.
And when you go into Marvel and DC, it is not a small investment.
Oof.
So you have to have a very well thought out plan. You have to have your concept in mind. As much as you want to give the artist creative freedom, you want to be able to guide them to see your vision, but then let them give you their interpretation. And that's where it gets important. A lot of people miss that. So Yeezy, I'm gonna set you up here. You're a spec guy, okay?
All right.
Laura, will you give him the speech on evergreen pieces, and then I will continue from
He's
here.
probably heard me say this on one of the shows, but
Tell the people.
I was doing some research on Jen Bartel because we featured her on our Comic Book Woman show, and she was doing a interview, and she was saying how when she does a cover, she likes to do what she calls evergreen covers, meaning that they are standalone pieces of art. They don't follow the narrative to that issue specifically, that they're just more an overarching representation of that story. So for example, the Department of Truth cover that we released, people in the chat are talking about it, the Zoo Orzu one last week.
It's beautiful.
Thanks. When I was thinking of the concept for that one, I was like, I want something that doesn't necessarily have to have an aspect of it that follows the book itself or that issue, but that just could be a representation of everything in that story. And that's, I gave her some concept arts, but I think doing evergreen where you're creating artwork that looks more like a poster, so to speak, versus kind of like a insight into the book itself. I think those type of covers do better. They're more appealing.
I actually have some insight on that as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
When I first got to doing retailer incentive covers for IDW, they never really gave me a concept of what their actual story was. So I did evergreen pieces for them. And they ended up using them for other things outside of that. They ended up using them for their booth at San Diego. They ended up using them for like other random stuff. So I didn't know about it because I'd never been to San Diego, but somebody sent me pictures of their booth. And I was like, oh, they used it for something else. That's crazy.
That's so awesome.
That was when I learned the concept of evergreen art and using it, for good, like using it to the publisher's, benefit. Yeah, because they paid me once and they got to use that art forever. Well, maybe it didn't work out for me because I didn't know they were going to use it that much, but it was still pretty cool as a new person to see, that. I understand the benefit of doing evergreen art. I worked for BronyCon for 7 years. We did evergreen art for a lot of things that we were able to use again and again. Just that's what we called it. We were able to use it in so many different ways. It's not just for one thing.
Very cool.
So it's representative of the overarching thing, not that specific issue.
Yeah. So one of the things that getting to this evergreen speech that I wanted to give everybody is that you get two bodies of thought. I think you get your old school collectors that just want their ABC regular diamond retail variants or lunar now, and then they hate the exclusives. I'll never buy one. I don't want one.
Oh, we get a lot of hate for exclusives. A lot.
Dude.
Oh, I
It's
see
ridiculous.
that too. I see that
a lot.
I see it too.
And there's no one wrong way, which bugs the hell out of me. I say do you, boo. If you enjoy it, do it. Don't worry about other people. But with the exclusive game specifically, I've always thought of it as it's an art piece because never have I ever read an exclusive cover that I loved. I need to drink because
What do you mean? Read an exclusive cover that I
like? You didn't read the book that the
did I even play that game right?
Never have I ever. No, I think you messed that up.
We're still
Trish and I
gonna
are
drink.
confused. Trish and I are like,
anyway.
we don't, everybody understands what you're saying. No idea.
The point of that is that people don't buy them to crack them in. Nobody bought the Stray Dogs 5/8 cover to read the finale of the storyline.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But that makes sense too. Why would you pay $15-$20 to read the book that you're buying?
Right.
You're buying the cover art for that.
That's what the A and B covers are for.
Exactly. The open to order covers, like just buy one of those, crack it open and read it.
You got it. So as a retailer, we have to come up with these evergreen art pieces that Laura's been telling me about, and I keep thinking it needs to be. And you get two bodies of thought again: indies versus like a Marvel or DC cover. Marvel and DC fans are rabid. They're old school. Your grandfather's grandfather read Superman and Batman comics. You cannot mess with them. So you got to keep it true to storyline. So Yeezy, this is what I wanted to set up. That whole speech was into.
Okay.
Bird City Comics did a Moon Knight cover.
Mm-hmm.
There she blows.
Fire.
Yep.
Okay. So again, this is me not talking shit. This is just me talking. Moon Knight out. Store variants are being released. You're gonna get 20 broody Moon Knight covers. They're going to be well done. That's what I mean. I'm not saying just taking from anybody. You're going to get him crouching on a building. You're going to get him holding his, what are those called? The Moon Knight barangs. Crescents. You're going to get him standing big and buff. We get it. Moon Knight. Okay, here's the synopsis. Let's see. I got it pulled up over here. Mark Spector has basically taken Khonshu, the god that grants him his power, that creates Mark Spector as his avatar, and he's got him in prison. That's where this is kicking off. So me as a retailer, I said, I can't mess it up. So I got to give him an image that looks like what the image is supposed to look like. It needs to be beautiful. Here's the synopsis. I'm giving you Khonshu.
Nice. I mean, that's smart because like, what? There's like,
Yeah, you're gonna see
there's
100 variants of Moon Knight.
like 60 different covers, and then like every cover I've seen so far is just Moon Knight.
You got it.
Yeah, so it makes sense that like you did something against the grain or different. Not really against the grain, but like you weren't following. Yeah, outside the box, you weren't following the herd. Like where it gets washed away, it stands out compared to like all these other exclusives. This will stand out.
But Aaron, this was so risky. I remember when he was talking to me about this, I was like, "And I don't know. This is like, I mean, you're really." I mean, this is risky here.
I
babe.
almost took a screenshot of the email where I emailed the Marvel guy and asked him if I could change my concept, and he told me it was too late.
Because we were nervous. We're like, what if this doesn't apply to the story? What if later on we find out that this isn't that, that solid of an idea? And then once we got the ratio variance and that feature Khonshu, and once we kind of got to more of the synopsis, and we were like, oh, holy hell.
We hit it on the head. Because this is what you're doing as a retailer. Appreciate it. But I'll take that. Hold on.
I had nothing to do with this. I was like hesitant. I was like, I don't know. But then, now I know.
And the reason why I'm pointing that out is that as a retailer, I got to sell my exclusive if I'm going to make any money. So it would be, if I did a Moon Knight cover, I'm competing against 20 Moon Knight covers, and mine would need to be near the best for that to be a successful cover launch. So I went the other way. I'm competing against Khonshu covers.
Which is like what? Okay, I was gonna say.
How many are there?
Yeah.
There's a 1 in 25 that has his face on it.
Oh,
yeah.
But is it like?
We lost Aaron.
Oh, he's like frozen.
Oh no.
Here,
he'll finish this thought when he comes back. Real quick shout out to. Oh wait, his whole thing is gone. Comics with Bueller, guys. If you guys didn't notice, he's got the logo on the bottom right hand corner. Comics with Bueller has 20,000 plus subs. We teamed up with him on this cover. He's sponsoring the book. We're going to handle all the money parts. Wait, is he back? Nope. Nope.
This is Bueller's first Marvel book too, right?
This is Bueller's first Marvel book. It's going to be on sale. Laura, what are the specifics on that? I can't remember now.
This one goes live this coming up Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Pacific. You want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to our newsletter so that you get notified when it goes live.
Yes.
Get that newsletter.
Yeah.
Get that newsletter.
Don't make us tell you again.
For realsies. We got both covers, the Virgin and the trade dress. So make sure that you guys show up, support, of course, us. Yoon did a fantastic job on this cover. It was great that him and I. That's the other thing. When Marvel and DC books, guys, we know Trish. Like when I want something from Trish, I can call Trish and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. A lot of people don't know this, but when you're dealing with Marvel and DC, you cannot have any communication with your artists.
Yeah, which is really rough too. That's hard to do.
That is tough. But you know what though? I wonder how many people kind of get around that. Just like if you end up friends with that artist and you're just like,
not Bird City Comics. We follow all rules and regulations.
Yeah, we've seen retailers get in trouble. We would never do that.
Dude, I had a guy reach out to me, another retailer, and he's like, I just got kicked off of a book because I talked to the artist. And I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It's like if you get caught, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so all I was like Russian roulette with that.
Oh, so this. Laura and I typed out this long description, exactly what we wanted for this Moon Knight cover. And somebody asked for the price, guys. It's $14.99 trade. That's another thing we'll never overprice. So $14.99 trade, $24.99 for the Virgin, $34.99 for the set. The ratios did go on sale today. So we've got the 1 in 25 up through the 1 in 200 on our website. So if that's something you guys are interested, go check those out. But
I have so many questions.
You can totally bring it. But Laura and I typed out this big, long description, and the guy goes, shorter, more to the point.
I got way too detailed. He's like, sometimes if you give too much information, the artist feels kind of overwhelmed or like stifled. Yeah, and they're like, you don't want to go to him and have like this really clear picture, and then they feel too much pressure to execute it. They're like, so simplify. So I had to go back in and like delete half of what I wrote.
Oh
yeah.
So do you have to like limit it to like 500 words kind of thing, or is
limit it to like
tweet.
2 or 3 sentences?
Yeah, like a tweet.
Wow.
Oh my God.
But I can tell you this, Yoon was fantastic. This is our first time working with him. And instead of him just going with the very limited information he was provided with, he sent concepts, which not everybody does that.
See, I like that.
Yeah, he sent me 3 and Laura and I literally like this background with that moon, with this body, with that head positioning, like out of the 4 pictures he sent. And he was like, no problem.
Isn't it crazy? Like, some people don't even know that Egyptian gods had animal heads. They're like, I get that it's a god, but why the animal head? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Why does he have a bird head? And I'm like,
it's like, go back to like 5th grade history when they talk about all the gods with their bird heads and stuff, or their wolves. And
we're in America. History is not the best subject, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But the internet is a very cool tool that I learned, and there's this thing called Google that you can do.
I was about to say, everybody's got a Googler.
Mm-hmm.
The Sphinx, animals were a huge part of Egyptian culture, but that's a whole nother show. I could teach you guys all about that.
Exactly. So, Trish, did you have any questions? I thought you said you did.
Well, so if you can't communicate, did they send it through the Marvel guy? Like, they're like, hey, Marvel, guy, here's my concepts. Go send them to that. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember crushing on the opposite sex in 6th and 7th grade? You never talked directly to the girl or the guy or whatever your situation is.
Right, it's like a letter that says, do you like me? Why? And
no, and it was delivered, it's delivered by her friend. Her friend is like, do you like Jessica? Yeah, tell Jessica I like her. And then it's this whole roundabout back and forth before you figure it out.
I'm feeling like that would stifle me. I feel like that would put me on some weird pedestal. I don't know how that is. Oh, that's exciting, but also weird.
So it's nerve-wracking because, again, the commitment that's involved, guys, a lot goes into these books. So when you see us advertising them and putting up posters and pictures and stuff, it's there's a lot.
You have to buy a run. You have to. That's a gamble.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know that I sound like I'm just starting to realize all of this shit.
Well, let me blow your mind a little bit more here.
My mind is exploding.
For City Day. Is that how you ended up with a Purple Monkey dishwasher on one of your store exclusives? Because you're playing telephone, right? Because it ends up
exactly
monkey dishwasher.
That's right. That's how you ended up with it. Because
I thought I said something.
3 Marvel guys. No, that's the game of telephone. It just got all messed up through the chain.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, here's another nugget since we're talking store exclusive, guys. If you're just joining us, we've got Trish Forstner in the house, co-owner Bird City Comics, Miss Laura, and pro collector Yeezy. Frank is not with us this week because he's heading to LA, right?
Yep.
I think he's doing a signing.
Yeah, he's hitting some stores, doing a signing. He's got some book by Boom with Ranger people on it or something.
I think that comes out tomorrow or something.
Right.
Check out our What We're Eating video. Find out if any of us are reading it.
Oh, I saw some of the exclusives for that too. Oh my god. Not exclusives, ratios.
Holy ratios. Moly. Yeah, they was it Derek Chu? Was it Chu ratio?
Yeah. What was that? Was that a 1 in 100 or something like that? Or 1 in 50? Somewhere like that. I think pre-sales already are hitting 180 or something like that is what he screenshotted.
Crazy.
Nothing but pros.
Crazy. Congratulations.
But the nugget I was about to drop, when you guys see this stuff, DC Comics trades minimum order is 3,000 for Marvel and DC.
Oh my god.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's truth. And the virgins are 1,000 to 1,500 minimum.
Yeah.
Holy F.
Just so you guys know.
I like how y'all are transparent about it. I mean, there's other retailers that are not, and that's very sketchy to me, as a collector, where it's hey, we have this limited item. It's sold out. Oh, we have more in stock. Oh, we sold out.
Well, I've seen retailers pull that too, where they'll have an exclusive and they'll have so many, like for Stray Dogs, the minimum for retailers was 500. And some of them were shared between 2 stores. Sure. And the second store kept reloading them, but they kept reloading them at a higher price each time.
Ooh, we don't do that. We don't do that.
It was like $75 the one time for the set of 5 books. Oof. Then it was $100. Then it was $125. And then I think they sold out finally. But
was that before or after release, or was it?
It was right when issue 5. Right when issue 5 hit, and like I guess the fever was like really high. For it because they could get it, and that's why.
But that's on. Yeah, Anthony's always been about transparency, and like what he was saying, being transparent is so key in this industry because there are a lot of shady things that happen. But also,
I mean, I don't think that's shady. I just think that was just pricing for demand. I don't understand, but I mean, I wouldn't call that on the difference, but.
I don't know. Well, no, that one not specifically. That one I just think is probably not the best way to earn the loyalty of your customers.
Yeah, it just was not pretty. Oh, it's my baby.
It's like something's growling at me.
Like we want people to come back. Like we want to treat our customer base well, so that they want to keep shopping with us. We want to represent like a standard, and so.
I mean, I don't think this should become a referendum on how you handle your biz, but but. Really, I think you're right. Retailers should keep their prices kind of,
Well, here's the thing with that, because you can do whatever you want. If you're a retailer and you're watching, Trish is right. Do you?
Yeah.
Just as a general rule of thumb, because I think it messes with the market, it would be nice is if you're the retailer and you own the book and you set a retail cost on your website, it should be the retail cost. And retailers buy from each other. Like I buy books from other retailers, and they offer me little chunks of them. If they go up in value, I'm going to mark it up. It's not my book. But all of our books on our website will always be our retail launch cost. Here's where it gets funky. eBay. eBay is after market.
Yeah.
That means when Laura and Trish design a badass Stray Dogs 5 and we sell out of it, Tony, and we sell out of it, and there's some that end up on eBay, you guys got to stop with the dirty messages going, why is it more? Because you missed out on launch. You didn't subscribe to the newsletter. There's a million factors, but eBay's aftermarket. You're going to pay more most of the time.
Well, yeah, and there's still all the fees that are associated with eBay also have to be
I was going to say, they take a chunk, and then you got, you've got a time limit on your shipping and all that business. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're matching what the market is going You're matching what the market is going for too. I mean, wouldn't it look weird that here's a $150 book, here's one for 20? Like that doesn't calculate. There's like a giant gap in between there. I mean, I'm sure.
Hang on, I gotta check me.
It's like you don't speed, but if you're on the freeway and everybody's going 70, it's probably kind of dangerous to go 40. You stay with the flow of traffic on eBay.
Ain't wrong.
Yep.
Well, I mean, and also the retailer probably doesn't reserve a huge chunk of that for eBay.
No. It's kind of like if we happen to have extras, and it's like, okay, then.
Yeah. So the way we do it, we're giving away all of our secrets here, but the way we do is we set aside 10 to 15% just for damages and, like shipping damages, or if we ship out a book and it gets damaged on the way to the customer. So we have replacement copies.
Yeah.
Once that is all cleared, that initial rush has gone out, we take the extras and we put some on our website back at retail. And if it's going for more, we throw those on eBay. And we mark them to the current market value of our eBay book.
Yep.
I mean, that makes sense too.
That
makes sense too because the book has already been released.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's happening like pre-release, that's when I think it gets a bit sketchy, right?
You got it. That's exactly it. Guys, if you have not, or you're just joining us, Comics with Bueller is teamed up with Bird City Comics. We are doing a Moon Knight Marvel book together. This is done by Yoon. Fantastic Khonshu concept on here. He sounds like he's going to be in the story quite a bit. So we went with this concept. It's gorgeous. I dig it. Laura, tell him what I call this cover.
Come at me, bro. Khonshu.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me.
So that's a fun one that does launch this Friday. What's our next? What do we got next after this image here? I can't find my.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So talking with
showing this.
You showed it, so I'm showing it.
Okay.
All right. So talking about exclusives, guys. This is another one. So back up one slide for me.
Okay.
We kind of talked about the Marvel and the DC stuff where the character needs to be in context. It has to be beautiful, obviously, but it has to be, Laura, what am I thinking? It's got to be the character. It's got to be Moon Knight. It's got to be Khonshu. It's got to be what it is. where Yeezy hit the next button. With these exclusives from the indie market, you are allowed to be a lot more artistic. And I'm talking as far as the art style, right, Laura?
Yeah, and the interpretation can
There
vary
you go.
a lot. With Lotte, we knew, if you guys are familiar with her past work, she worked on The Wicked and the Divine. We just did a comic book woman show on her. So if you guys have the chance, hop over there and take a look at it. We just did a market report on her stuff because she is just climbing and dominating this market because she has this incredible ability to capture these characters, especially women, in such a beautiful, sensual way, but it's so gorgeous at the same time. And her use of color, we learned that she was able to thanks. She was able to create her pieces from beginning to end. So she does the sketch, she adds the ink, she adds the color, she does all of it. She's a one-man show, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the way she executed this one, her interpretation of this character, I think is, as Jen would say, chef's kiss. Yeah.
Jonathan, Laura, did you release the specifics on when we're...
No, so Jonathan, we actually just barely launched or released the cover. I released it on Comic Book Women about an hour ago, but this book launches tomorrow night. And it's just like with the Zoo Gut one, guys. We do not expect this to be around for very long. No. Make sure that you have subbed to the newsletter. It goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. Just like the Zoo book did last week, kind of the same concept. We kind of roll over into the next day. I highly recommend that you set an alarm if this is something that you're interested in. The naughty cover is gorgeous. Naughty. We had to put the bar over it because. So
let me give you guys a disclaimer really quick.
Yeah.
Naughty covers are not our thing.
Well, I guess
it's not in our wheelhouse. It's not something I request. I know there's a market for it. I know they're beautiful, depending on who's doing them. And it's all a beautiful thing. So this happened by accident. Trish, you'll love this. So she did this first cover for us, and she's in the lingerie, and I'm like, all right, that's hot. I like it. And then she sends us an email, and it's got the naughty one, and I'm like, ooh, am I even allowed to have this? Like, I called Laura over right away because I'm like, come here, I got questionable.
You need to approve it. Look at this.
She did.
Just so you know, Tula sent this to me.
Not safe for work. Not safe for work.
Oh, she said that, and I had to Google it.
Oh, the NSFW.
NSFW, and I'm like, what does that mean before I open this?
And you were at work though.
So it happened to be this second image, and Laura's like, I'm like, what do you want to do with it? And she's like, let's not waste good free art.
Yeah.
So hence it was published. We hit them up and said, hey, are we allowed to use this? And they loved it. And Marika Andolfo does this type of genre book, so it was acceptable, and it's very tasteful. This is a beautiful cover. She did a great job on this.
Yeah, Marika Andolfo also did the Unnatural series, guys. Mm-hmm. That might be one that you're slightly more familiar with, but the book itself is definitely for adults. It's kind of a fun, sexy, erotic narrative, and this cover kind of says it perfectly, how she's just slightly biting that lip. Like, you're kind of going to be in for it if you decide to read this. It's great, and I'm very, very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, if the devil horns and the tail didn't give it away, she might be a little bit of trouble.
A
little bit.
I didn't get
that. Yeah, I didn't catch that either. It's sounds like my kind of crowd.
Great. So if you guys are just joining us, we are with the co-creator of Stray Dogs. Miss Trish Forstner is in the house. Co-owner of Bird City Comics, Laura, is joining us, and pro collector Yeezy and I are holding it down while Frank is in LA, drinking champagne and hanging with celebs or whatever creators do.
Going to Disneyland.
Going to Disneyland.
Man,
it's a land or world in California.
It's land out there, world down south.
Got it.
Let's see, Jonathan, the release is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just set your alarm so that, and that's the other thing, guys. If any of you experienced a little bit of a hiccup with the Zoo launch, in a nutshell, we got bombarded with thousands of people at the same moment, and our server just went to shit. So long story short, we switched from WooCommerce over to Shopify. So our site is now able to handle the traffic. That should no longer be an issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait,
that was a rough one.
Did you get attacked by bots?
Hot though. That's
No, that Zoo book was amazing, Trish. It's like I wanted to buy the OA, and I should have, but I didn't move fast enough on it, and it sold like within hours for like thousands of dollars. So
holy.
Thousands.
When you guys go to birdcitycomics.com, this is the new website. You're going to get this thing. This is what Laura keeps talking about right here. So what you do is you type in your email at email.com. Hit enter. I know I'm walking you through this. You guys know how to do this. But and then you get the notifications. Of course, this is coming up. We did put all the ratios on the website. Hopefully, you guys appreciate all the color coding that went into this because I stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I gotta get that E-Man book. Is this sold out?
Oh, we're getting close. But Trish, you know I
know.
got you. Just message me.
Yeah, I gotta get.
I gotta
that
send
E-Man
your
book.
books from last night too, Trish, somewhere. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
and here's a pro tip: if you're using Gmail, make sure to check under promotions for their email.
Yes.
There you
really?
There you go.
Does it get sent to there automatically sometimes?
It doesn't always go into your inbox. It
Oh.
like if it's like a newsletter type thing, like it ends up in promotions, and then Google machine will start
Ooh.
filtering all your
I
like
love
stores
filtering.
until it under promotions.
Ye would know. He was like our number one person forever. I told him before the show, I'm like, without Ye, we would have gone out of business like years ago. You basically sent my kids to college.
Oh,
There you
cool.
go. Well, we used to make a joke. We had Trish. We had a customer, Carol, and Carol was
Carol.
fantastic, and she would just kill it and buy up all these comics. So we used to make a joke saying, "Well, Adam, you got your college lunch card paid for now." And so she started jumping in. She's like, "Oh no, we need to upgrade him from this dorm to that dorm. So let me get a couple more books this weekend."
We're like, you just got out of community college. Now you're going to a university. Yay.
Nice.
So it was
Oh.
good stuff.
I remember her showing a video of her collection. I am
Oh my
super impressed with her organization, and I'm kind of
Yeah.
jealous. Like, it makes me want to like take days off of work to like get it to that level. Like, she had it separated by indies, DC, Marvel, and then organized by character, and then alphabetical order
Oh
Nice.
by
my.
title.
There you go.
I tried to do that once with my collection. I have a very modest collection and still lost the will to live afterward. I was
I
like,
have-
I'll just pick up this book if I want to read it and then put it back all messily. You know, whatever.
I
So
have a
there's
hard
some.
time keeping up with CLZ.
Oh yeah. So here's a story. You get a husband and wife team that work together. Obviously, we could be a little more nippy with each other because of the comfort level. And Laura spent hours organizing one of our warehouse spaces. And after about a week, of course, it's unorganized from me moving and grabbing and but I know where things are. And I asked her, I said, "Will you go back and grab this book for me?" And so I can hear her back there, and she's like, "Where the beep is it? This thing is all beep." I'm like, "Holy shit!" And I come
But I
running down the
had it
hall, and she's like,
alphabetized, man. It was
And I-
alphabetized, and he ruined it. He just went in there and just threw things around. I was so
Mhm.
moose.
And she's like, "I'll go sit at the desk and run Bird City Comics. Can you organize the storage space?" I'm like, at that point, I was afraid, so I just said, "Yes, ma'am."
He got scared. At
Yes,
that point.
ma'am, I'll do it.
Oh,
And then I did that whole thing where you poke your head. I'm like, "Baby, you still love me?"
no. Okay. Yes.
All right.
Oh,
But
so
if
we
you guys
just
are
found out who the
oh, go
real
ahead.
boss was.
If you didn't already know. All right, guys, we're talking store exclusives. Laura, do you think we could share a little teaser that we have Trish on? Just a little bit of news?
I was
Are
going
you
to
okay?
ask you that because like we have Trish on right now, and I want to tell everybody so bad. Maybe we just won't tell them the details other than what we're doing.
I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
All right,
I'm
so
okay
for
with
the
that.
for the viewers that we have right now, you're about to get another little nugget if you're a fan of Trish and her work. So we're in Mexico. A little backstory: we're hanging out. Family vacation was super overdue. Laura's on her phone, giggling and working out details, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Get off your phone. We're on vacation." And then she shows me. She's like, "Trish and I are working this out. Look what I got." I'm not showing images. Laura, what'd you plan?
So Bird City will be launching a Stray Dogs trade paperback, and Trish Forstner and Tony Fleece, the same two that did our It Stray Dogs #5 homage cover, will be doing our trade paperback.
Yeah.
We are
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
very
doing
be
it.
bad.
Trade paperback exclusive coming to
You
Bird
guys,
City
I
Comics.
want to tell you so bad, but I can't. But Trish and I were going back and forth because I had this idea, and then she kind of like we were talking about earlier. She's like, "Well, this might work better," and she was totally right. And it's going to be badass. If you haven't had a chance to pick up every single issue, this will be like all the story in one, and the cover is going to be amazing. And as I said earlier, I trust her more than anybody. She's amazing, and I'm so excited to see how it turns out.
It's gonna be awesome.
It is gonna be awesome.
Well, like, okay, so I went and I pitched Tony our idea, and he was like, "Okay, on board." And then I told him like the rest of the details, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we could totally do that. That's totally fun."
There's a bonus to, oh shit.
And yeah, and I'm working on something else for you guys. So
there's a bonus to buying the trade from us. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be more than worth it for sure.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
It'll be awesome.
What is this?
I
only don't have the red balloon. Ugh.
No. I didn't find any on eBay, but then again, I'm not a big eBayer, so I can't find the listings like I like.
So that's the ultimate compliment. If you cannot find your exclusive for sale on eBay out of the 500 copies, people kept them.
That means people kept them.
Yeah.
I saw one, and it was with the Pastime Comics exclusive.
There you go. So somebody bundled it up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeezy, will you give me a click on that slideshow?
Yep.
All right, guys, if you're just joining us again, we are talking exclusives with the creative team here for Stray Dogs. We're missing Tony. Probably should have had him on since we talked about him so much, huh?
I know. I want to meet him.
His ears got to be burning. Every time I'm on a show, I always talk about him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Tony seems great. I see pictures of him and we talk about him. But if you guys haven't caught it, make sure that you go back and watch.
I'll get him on here for you.
I'm super down. Let's get him on.
Nice.
Yeezy edited this up. Was the blooper good this week?
I had 2 bloopers in this one. I had one at the beginning and then one at the end, and you'll have to watch and find out what they are.
So yeah, we record these, and he started pulling bloopers from like us not being able to say the names correctly of some creators.
Yeah, I had one week too. So I pick on myself too.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. But Yeezy's got a little game for us. Let's get into that game, and then we're kind of on the back end of this bad boy.
All right, so I'm sure a lot of y'all have played Never Have I Ever before. So let's put a food chain twist to it and do Never Have I Ever Bought. So for example, like I'll say, never have I ever bought original art, and if you have, you take a drink.
Okay.
But if you haven't, then you don't. So
I'll
take a drink since I did.
I need a refill too, but maybe I might expand my questions out a little bit because I have a funny one I want to say that'll piss somebody off.
Yeah, because can it only be bought or can it be a never can I ever anything?
I mean, I kind of want to keep it in the realm of pop culture.
Yeah.
Instead of just like
as long as it relates to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So I mean,
Right,
I just kind of threw that example out there.
Yeezy, kick us off.
Never have I ever bought original art.
Wait, never mind. I bought one.
Who? I got Megan Hutchinson. Who did you get?
That Neil Adams.
Oh, that's right. Trish, who did you have?
Andy Price. It's not a cover, but it's an original piece.
That's awesome.
Ooh,
That
I have mine right here.
Awesome.
Momoko.
Oh, you're gonna leave that to me in your will, right?
Maybe we'll still find out.
It goes to Laura.
All right, let's.
Jen, yes, that does count. Commissions do count.
Yeah, that's original art.
Oh yeah. And he was actually on that comic, so I guess it kind of counts.
So we've all dealt with customers. You've sold. We're sellers. Mm-hmm. Trish, you're a creator, so you've dealt with the public.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever typed out a message and then rethought it and erased it and typed a nicer one.
Oh, everybody's done that.
I do that every day.
I do that all the time. I'm like,
Dude,
I'm so busy.
I'll be like
nice.
I'm like this, and Laura like, no, and I'm like,
no,
erase.
No.
I mean, I guess I kind of vent out to like some other sellers and stuff like that, but I've never typed out a super angry message and then like was about to send it and then delete it. So somewhere in the middle.
I work in finance, so every day.
Well, I work in IT.
No, I can't say all that.
I work in IT, and I just like want to do that sometimes, but I choose not to. Yeah.
Oh man, my husband.
All right, so Trish and Laura, if one of you guys have one, jump in.
Trish, you're up.
Never have I ever seen every single Marvel movie in a row, like all of them as they came out.
Oh man, I know there has to be some that I haven't seen. You guys seen every single Marvel movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get mad at me, but I've never seen Miss Marvel.
I think I've even
You never saw Captain Marvel?
Or Captain Marvel, yeah.
Captain Marvel, it's really good.
I think I even didn't watch it in chronological order.
Yeah, I've watched it in chronological order too. Mm-hmm.
Even Wonder Woman, you guys watch that?
Oh, I haven't seen
That's
That's not a
DC.
Marvel. That's not a Marvel
that's DC.
movie.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Damn it. I'm trying to name some more Marvel movies. Shut up, Anthony. I can see it.
I mean, you have all the Avengers, Captain America, Winter
Okay.
Soldier.
I've seen that.
Let's see what else.
Batman.
All the Thor
Ant-Man
movies.
what?
Yeah,
All the
Ant-Man.
Thor movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think there has to be something.
Yeah.
You know, Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I played
Alright.
hooky to watch it.
Yeah, I
Spider-Man
drank
Far From
again.
Home. Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
I'm
Laura,
not
what do you
going
got?
to name them in order. Like,
Yeah,
no
I'm
one's
not
gonna
going to
do
name them in order, no, but
Yeah.
I've seen them all.
There has
10
to be
years of movies, man.
All right, since Jen's watching, never have I ever married the book to the board before putting it in the bag. I'm not drinking because I never do that. Do you guys know what that is?
I put the board in the bag first and then the book.
Okay, this is like Jen's thing. So
Oh,
it
were
has
you?
to do with the Marvel ink rub. If you put the book in the bag with the board already in it, it can rub the ink on the back. And she's like, you have to marry the book.
So you're saying like,
Yeezy's
yeah.
back. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Nope.
Don't do that.
You don't
That's
just
not
That's
the
wrong.
right
like I
wrong.
start out like that, and then I put the book against
Okay.
the board,
Okay.
and then I
probably
slide it down
okay.
together.
That's probably better. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah, that's
better.
fine. As long as you're
Yeah.
not sliding the book against the board on the way in, because
Yeah,
it'll create
no.
what they call the Marvel rub. And she's like, you guys, don't do this. I'm like, I do it all the time. I'm
So I
constantly
put them in like together at the same time, and then slide it down.
So you're doing it right.
I'm learning so many things. Look, she said she's listening.
Yep. There it is. All right, Yeezy, you got another one for us?
Let's see. Wait. Oh, never have I ever bought a PGX book.
I've never. You haven't?
I buy lots of collections and I end up with them. So
PGX. Yeah, I don't.
that was where we got that first appearance of Rogue, and I broke it. I jailbroke it, pressed it, and sent it back into another. I don't want to say better, but yeah, another grader.
That grading company that is kind of made fun of in the grading community.
Are they even still around?
I think so, but I don't think anyone has ever talked about them besides making fun of them.
All right, let's see. Never have I ever dropped an expensive either ratio or exclusive while trying to put it into a bagger board.
I need to drink on that one. I've done it so many times. I'm always like, oh shit, don't dead.
I'm out of drink, but
like dropping a newborn.
I dropped a 1 in 500 Alien book.
Ooh.
And it was the Ian Hockley.
Okay.
It was like slow motion, Trish. We were like, no.
I could see the two of you diving for it. Like,
We're pushing our kid out of the way as we're diving for it.
This is worth more than you right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I dropped, but I know I've dropped like plenty of comics, and I know one was an incentive. And I was just like, kind of like, Joe, I think I'm about to send this to grading. Now I need to send it to a presser.
Yep. All right. Laura, you got one for us?
Never have I ever cosplayed. I would drink because I've cosplayed. Trish, you've cosplayed?
Oh, I got to hear this.
What do you cosplay as?
Oh, I have like casual cosplays of Disney stuff, and I have a mascot costume that I've worn more than once.
More details.
It's a character I designed, okay, and I'll send you a picture when this is over.
Nice.
I don't do it very often, if at all. Now, the last time I wore it, I think it was a work Halloween costume contest. It was really fun. But yeah, I used to dress up in a mascot costume.
Oh, I definitely have to see this. I have to see it. What about you? You've never dressed up?
I've never dressed up, but I've actually,
fun.
I know, but I've actually planned out one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm from Texas, and you know, what's the most popular anime show you can think of that's about Texas?
King of the Hill?
Yes. So
Hey!
do you remember that? So do you remember the episode where Khan is starting his own business with the car wash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's obsessed with the Dr. Quarters. So I've always wanted to like take like, you know, like way too many quarters and actually glue them to like a green like sports jacket, and then walk around a con, and then like slick back my hair and all that, and then like buy and sell comics or whatever.
Are we still talking about cosplaying?
Yeah. What did you cosplay as, Ann?
So one of our customers sent me the Tick costume, and I'm talking full head dress, blue fake muscle suit, and I did a whole show as the Tick.
Do you have a picture?
I think it's in our video archives. If somebody just go back and find the thumbnail, that's just the blue antennas like coming out from the side, going, "Guess who's hosting tonight?"
It was fantastic. It was so funny, man. My kids were like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm also being stupid. I completely blanked. I have a full Ghostbuster getup. I just don't have the proton pack. Like I had like a fake one that was like a backpack.
Nice. I like that.
It's just like a shoebox or something, right?
I did one other one, Laura. Do you remember?
Oh,
if you guys dig further back in the crates.
When we do live shows, guys, every once in a while we used to dress up. You did Deadpool.
No, Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I had the little canvas.
In my living room.
Oh wait,
my gosh. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
I completely forgot. I used to work at Think Geek, and then I've worn costumes
cool.
I've worn costumes to work where like I wore a suit and then I wore a Deadpool mask. So
see, that counts. All right. So we're a bunch of cosplayers here.
I wouldn't call myself that, but I've tried.
No, we're professional cosplayers.
Yeah, we keep it professional.
Yeah, I'm totally a pro. I had to find here's the best one. It was my dog looking possessed while I was a Ghostbuster.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's
look
awesome.
at his neck.
That's great though.
Yeah, I was like catching a ghost in my living room, and it was possessing my dog. That was a long time ago, man.
Aren't you selling like stuffed animals that look just like your dog now?
Yes.
Ooh, I want one.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I actually made these toys like 3 years ago, I guess. They didn't have Malamute toys, and I wanted one, so I made one. I designed it, and I contacted a manufacturer, and I ordered the minimum quantity, which was like 300 pieces. I still have like 100 of them. But yeah, so then I was like, oh, stray dogs is popular. People like that. I could probably do something with this now.
Like create the characters from the stories and sell them on your Instagram?
I wish I could do that. I'm worried that Paramount will come get me. So right now, because of the movie thing with the merch, so my unofficial like stray dog is this toy. If I can have a moment, I will go get it and show it to you.
Go get it.
Absolutely.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
Who's in the house?
What's up, Nico?
What up?
Guys, obviously that's one of our people over at Tales from the Flip Side. Yi and I are on shows over there. It's a really good channel. They have so much content. Like it's incredible. So check them out, and you can check out Yi. What nights are you on Tales from the Flip Side?
So I actually had the video that dropped this morning, the Prospect 10. And then tomorrow night I have Dealer Flipside, where we're gonna try out a new format, and we have 2 special guests. I don't remember exactly who they are, but they're confirmed. So find out tomorrow who they are.
Wait, babe, look at Trish got it.
That's great.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
didn't make one, so I made one.
Tell me if you guys can hear this audio.
Man, that's awesome.
Here's my cosplay. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait for the beat to drop.
Oh, this is like our old video.
Oh, hello there. I will be your host for tomorrow night's live auction at Birds of the Comet. Make sure that you guys tune in. You've been asking for it, and now you get it. Cosplay Ant. We will be doing the sale tomorrow.
Cosplay Ant, his own character.
You're such a dork. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and hit the exit music.
Nice.
Oh my god.
You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
Trish is red. She didn't want to show her face. She's like, no. Yes, we have fun.
that was awesome. We have fun
I
here.
want one. Oh, I want one, babe. Can I have one? Can I have one, please?
You know I want one. If Trish, I want one.
Yeah.
Sign me
Dibsies.
up. I want tips. Will you sign the belly?
Oh yeah. I've signed these before. I think it's really funny that folks would want me to sign this, but like I've had people buy this and give it to their dog, and I'm like, that's an expensive dog toy. But
I-
okay.
No, mine would go on the
This is
shelf.
difficult to watch.
No, it wasn't. It was really fun.
It was great.
I think my dog would grab it on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would. Eve would grab it off of my table by the foot and like just. That's
Trish,
hers
have you
now.
seen Laura's War Corns cosplay video?
No.
Yes,
please,
I saw
no.
it. I
She
did.
saw it. She saw it.
I
We're
saw
good.
it when you guys were with Garrett
Yeah,
guys
she
were-
saw it.
interviewing Garrett.
Yeah,
Oh, but
we're
do you
good.
have it queued up? I mean,
No,
like,
no,
you know,
we're good. We don't need to watch it. People have seen that.
I'm
It's-
just-
Did you send it to Garrett? That's the real question everyone wants
Oh no,
to know.
Garrett did see it. Garrett did.
No,
see it.
Yeah,
did he get a
he
copy
saw
of
it.
it though? Did he get a copy of it?
Oh yeah, that's right. We needed to send him a copy.
Oh, hold on. I think I might have the video.
I had one too many martinis that night, and I started thinking this will be fun, and then I forgot the internet is forever, and it's gonna be there forever.
People don't forget things on the internet.
Man.
It's
No,
on there
don't queue it up.
forever.
It's so bad. Why can't you put like a cute one, like when I was like Daenerys, or I was Captain Marvel once?
Because this is more fun.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. That would be. Where's it at?
Let's see. You've also done like Spider-Gwen and
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think Harley. Is that right?
I did Harley Quinn. Yeah, I actually kept the shorts
Oh,
too. I
here
wore
we
them with them.
go.
Can you guys hear it?
Oh Jesus. They don't need the audio. They get the idea.
War Corns.
Walk-on. Whatever.
Like you were suddenly from Brooklyn.
You guys are such assholes. Okay, yeah, I was going for a Brooklyn field. Damn it.
And this all
right.
came up because Yi asked this question about cosplay. Sorry.
I
Sorry,
did.
we
Did I?
derailed, and that's not on us.
I love it. All right. So whose turn is it?
How about you, Ant?
You.
Me. All right. Let me think of a good one. Ooh. Never have I ever asked for a 50% discount on an item from eBay.
I have never done that.
I would
That
never do
sounds
that.
like something
Have I done
someone
that?
would do.
Easy.
Yay.
I think-
Pro collector.
I mean, if it's way overpriced, but I don't think I've ever asked anyone. Like
No drink for anybody.
Yeah, so this is my trick on eBay. So you see an item that's like slightly out of your price range, right? Just watch it. Just watch it, right? And
Yeah.
eventually, like the seller will send like, "Hey, you have a new watcher or whatever." Oh, send them an offer.
Yep.
And then there's your chance to counter offer.
I like it. See, there's a pro tip for
I'm
you guys.
I'm not a professional eBayer. I don't go on eBay and like stock things. I just go
Yeah, I don't
like
either.
if I have something in mind that I want to buy, I just freaking go and buy it. And that's
Yeah.
Buy it.
Yeah.
hit buy it now. That's it. I just want to
Yep.
be done with it.
I mean, sometimes I like to be a little El Cheapo every so
Yeah,
often.
I can
and then,
get being
yeah,
thrifty.
and then I miss being at conventions just to haggle with like dealers. That's like half the fun for me.
You're
Dude,
like no.
we need
There's
to
like
rent
a
Adam
tiny
out for
thing in this
haggling.
corner. Can you take? You know,
You're like in the sun, like
I'm not that bad.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, if you are just joining us, we just got done playing Never Have I Ever comic book edition. We've got Miss Trish Forstner in the house, co-creator Stray Dogs, killing the game right now. Co-owner
Yeah.
Bird City Comics, Miss Laura is here, and pro collector Yeezy and I are holding it down while Frank is being a celebrity in LA. Yeah, doing all that good stuff. But next week's show, we're talking signatures and signings. Trish, I might have to have you
Ooh.
back.
yes, of course. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Signatures and signings, Yeezy. Who came up with this one?
I'm about to go do some signings.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah,
We
and I
got
guess,
to stream that.
yeah, and I guess we're gonna hear some stories from Frank, like when he gets back from LA. Like, you know, he's visiting 2 stores per a day, and he's going to 4 stores total. So he's doing it
Yeah.
2 different days.
Oof.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, that sounds like a lot. But yeah, that's what we got coming up on deck. Easy. Give me a click.
All right.
Of course, as always, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell. He put the X back on the Twitter. Don't bother with the tweeting. We don't do it. I'm not good at it. Frank didn't want to bother with it because it's like, dude, anybody you follow on Twitter, those people are like super interesting, and we're not interesting apparently. It's like show Wednesday, and everybody's like, we know.
Well, I mean, I think Twitter is like it's almost its own like realm for like if we're specifically talking about like with content creators and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or anything like with pop culture. So
There
I
you
think
go.
what's funny is I use Twitter more than I use any of the other things. I've been
Hmm.
using Facebook a lot,
Tweeting is hard.
but I
Yeah,
use
it's
Twitter a
hard.
lot.
Okay.
Let's go. Again, make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when we go live, and then you get to hang out with cool people like the fine folks above and below me. And our last thing, we're almost to the 900 sub giveaway. So Yeezy has provided us a copy of Sam Wilson, Captain America #1, the hip hop variant, hot cover right now. He wants to give it away, and so I got to do a sub. It sounds pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So sign up with your extra accounts, send it to or send your friends over, and if they win
Exactly.
it, then you could probably end up with it.
That's it. All right, guys. One quick around the horn, final thoughts, words of wisdom, anything you have to offer, and then we're gonna let you go for the night. Let's kick it over to our co-creator, Stray Dogs Badass, Trish.
Final thoughts on retailer exclusives or
And
just
where we
in
can
general?
find you.
Yeah, all the goodies.
All the good stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Trish Forstner. I'm on Facebook, Trish Forstner there. Animatedvisions.com is my website, although it is horrifyingly out of date. I do need to get my shop back up. I'm sorry. I'm pretty busy these days.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good to be busy.
Let's go back to the co-owner, Bird City Comics.
All I'm going to say, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the Bird City Comics newsletter. That Lotte book, I do expect to sell out really fast. So make sure if you are interested that you are connected there. And do me a favor. If you guys could share this one time to somebody that you think might enjoy the show and convince that person to sub, it would mean the world to us. This is a great platform to support retailers, collectors, and creators alike. So, I mean, it's a win-win-win. And yeah, that's it for me.
Preach, sister. Easy.
It's always a pleasure to be on this panel, and I was really excited to hear that Trish was going to join us tonight.
Yeah.
Like I've seen her on so many shows that like where because I do a lot of background stuff for Flipside, so I saw that you were on Modern Comics Mayhem. Like
I was that was such a surprise too. I was not expecting that, and they start later than you guys, so
yeah.
I was really tired when I hit that show.
Yeah, and then I think the first interview I saw you on was on Comic Book Women. So
hell yeah, it was.
That was the first one I think I did. Yeah.
Yes, we were the first ones to have you.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So my closing statement's going to be a little emotional.
Uh-oh.
First off, Trish, you've been fantastic. We're happy that we've met you and that you've been a part of our business and our lives. You're a fantastic person. So a big part of this game is the people we meet. Yee, a year ago, we weren't tight, and now we're tight. He lives in Texas. The relationships we're making are fantastic. So big shout out to comics and what that does and the community that's built. Final thoughts on exclusives. Support the ones you like. Like Yeezy says, buy what you like. And the last thing is stay hungry, y'all. Peace out, guys. Till next time.